Hello everyone, welcome again to my channel Genius Knowledge Point. In today's video we are going to see Diploma OOP practical of semester 3, that is for case scheme, and we are going to see practical number 2 of your OOP practical. So in this second practical we are going to use programs using scope resolution operator, memory management operator and manipulators. So these are the three parts that we are going to use in this practical. So again, in this practical there are two parts. First one is exercise and second one is practical related questions. So let us see the first question of exercise, that is write a C++ program which shows the use of function outside the class using scope resolution operator. So we are going to use scope resolution operator here. Let us see what we need to develop this program. So first of all, what we need is we need one class, that is my class. I am assuming this as a class name, so I am going to use this class. Then the second need is one function that is defined outside the class. So when we develop a class, generally the functions are defined inside the class, but in this practical, as we are going to use a scope resolution operator, so we have to define that function outside the class. So that function name is, I am using display function name. Then the third point is the main function to create object of class and call function of that class. So after creation of that class is complete and function outside the class is complete, I am going to use that function inside main function. So that will be the general structure of this program. So let us move to the coding part of this program. So I will open the code which I have already developed here. So as we have seen in the last practical, this is the structure of your C++ program. Always you need header files. So in this program we are going to use the same header files, that is iostream.h and conio.h. Then from this point we directly start developing main function, but here in this program we are not directly starting main function, we are creating class first. So the class definition will be starting as class, that is a keyword, then space class name. So this is my class name, my class, as we have seen in this structure. So this is my class name and it is followed by the class keyword, then opening of curly bracket. So that is starting point of my class definition. So from this curly bracket I am starting definition of class. Then inside that I have to put the access specifier. So this public specifies that whatever is added after this public, that will be public to entire program. So whatever I am adding after this public and colon, so this function, display function, is public function, so I can use it outside the class. So that's why it is declared as public. But here if you see, the definition is not mentioned here. I have put the function as void, that is return type, then the function name, and after that I am putting no parameters, that is empty brackets, and after that I am putting semicolon. So here the function is not defined, it is only declared because semicolon is there. Why I am declaring it only? Because I have to define it outside the class definition. So after that declaration part, I am closing the curly bracket, that is my class definition is complete. Then I am putting semicolon, that is my class is complete. And after that, as we have seen in the question, I have to put display function definition outside the class. So that's why I am putting definition here. So this is my actual definition of display function. So how to define it? Let us see. Void, that is return type. And after that, as I am putting this function outside the class, that's why I am putting class name here. And after that I am putting scope resolution operator. So how to write scope resolution operator? It is 2 times colon. So if you write 2 times colon, that will become scope resolution operator. Then after that I am putting function name, that is the same function name, display, because you have to write the same function name, otherwise the functions will be different. And after that I am putting no parameters, that is empty brackets, and I am starting definition of the function, opening a curly bracket. and in that function I am writing just a simple message followed by cout statement, that is cout. This function is outside the class, that is my message, and that is enclosed in double inverted. Then after that I am attaching endl, so that my cursor will move to next line, and after that statement my function definition is complete. So I am closing the curly bracket. Here my function definition is complete. Then I am going to main function, because every program needs at least one main function, otherwise your program will not run. So actual execution of your program will start here inside the main function. So the definition is as it is, void main empty brackets, then starting of curly bracket. Then we have to declare a variable, that is variable of class. So that is called object of class. So class variable is always called object of class. So I am writing class name, that is I have defined in the previous statement. Then I am putting space and I am declaring an object. So this object is object of my class, so it will have properties of my class. And after that I want to call this display function which is defined here. So I will just put object dot function name, so obj dot display. This is my calling of function inside the class. So this will call the display function, and as soon as this will call the display function, it will print this message. And after that I am putting get ch. So you can additionally you can add clr scr here to clear your output screen before displaying your output. So this is clear screen to display or to clear the output screen. Then I am creating object, I am calling display function through object using dot operator, and finally I am putting get ch. So I am using get ch, we have already seen it in previous practical. So and finally the main function is complete. So I am just copying this entire code and I am going to my compiler, that is Borland C++ compiler. Then I am going to file, new, text edit, maximizing it. I am putting that code here. Then I am going to debug and run this program. So if you see, the output screen has come and you can see this function is outside class, that is my message which is displayed inside the display function, which is visible here in the output screen. And as if I press enter, get ch will execute and screen will go off. So this completes your first question of your exercise. Now let us see second question of your exercise, that is write a program to display the message welcome to the world of C++ using manipulators. So in this program we have to use manipulators. So let us see how to generate this program. So what is needed to develop the program? We need just manipulators and a simple message. The message is already given in the question, that is welcome to the world of C++. So let us move to the coding part directly. So this is a very simple program because there is no logic in this program. We just have to put a simple message in front of the user, but we have to use some manipulators here. So starting of the program will be similar to the previous one, that is including the header files that we always use in the normal program, but here we have to use extra header files, that is IO manip. So this header file is basically for using manipulators, because we are going to use manipulators in this program, so we have to include this header file here. So I'm going to use it. Next we will move to the main part of the program, that is main function, void main, then starting of the main function. Here I am putting cout statement, but I am not just normally putting it, I am attaching some manipulators here including message and endl. So how I am adding these manipulators here? First I am adding set w in front of cout. So set w is set width statement, and I am putting a number inside the bracket, that is the parameter of set w function. So what the function will do, it will set width to 40 characters for this cout statement. So it will reserve 40 characters for the cout statement. Then after that I am attaching set fill function, and in that I am putting a single character, that is star in single quotes. So this is a single character because it is enclosed in single quotes. So set field will fill this set width, that is total entire width, with stars. So initially we will have 40 stars, but after that I am attaching welcome to the world of C++ message in front of the set field. So what it will do, it will attach welcome to the world of C++ in front of the star. So initially we have set the width to 40 characters, and after that we have set field to star, and after that we have set this message. So what it will do, inside these 40 characters there will be stars and welcome to the world of C++ message. So if you see the number of characters here, it will occupy some 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27. This string is occupying 27 characters. So out of 40, 27 characters are welcome to the world of C++ message, and the remaining characters will be filled with this star. So this is how we are going to use these manipulators. And as you know, endl is used for moving the cursor to the next line. So it is not counted here. So the entire string will be of 40 characters. Inside that 27 characters will be welcome to the world of C++ message. The remaining characters will be star. Why the star is printed? Because we are using set field. So already it is filled with star, and after that we are attaching this message. So that's why initially we will see stars, then after that we will see this message, and finally we are closing it with the getch and closing of the main function. So I am just selecting this, copying it, and I am moving to the compiler. I am taking a new file, then I am pasting it here, then I am going to debug and run this program. So if you see, this is the total number of characters, that is 40 characters are reserved already for this message because of set w function, and inside that initial characters are filled with stars. So if you count the stars, you will find these are 13 characters, 13 stars, and after that we are attaching the message, that is welcome to the world of C++. So total 40 characters are reserved, out of that 13 characters are star, and the remaining is our message. So this is how we have completed the second question of your exercise. Now let us see the third question of exercise, that is write a program to create the memory using new operator and free the created memory using delete operator. So we have to create memory for certain variable using new operator, and again we have to delete it using the delete operator. So let us see how to generate this program. What will be the structure of program? What we need is, first we need a pointer variable to create a memory. As you know, a pointer variable is a variable that is storing address of another variable. So to create a memory, we have to create a memory on the address. So that's why we need a pointer variable. So the address will be reserved for that particular variable. Then we will use a new operator to create a memory, and we will do some operation, or we will just put some number or value in that variable, and finally we will delete that operator using delete operator. So let us move to the coding part of this program. So code will be like this. So initially you will need header files, that is iostream.h and conio.h. Then we will go to the main function. This is the starting of your main function. As we have discussed, you need a pointer variable. So how to declare a pointer variable? You have already learned about pointers in C programming. So you can create the pointer variable like this, that is the data type, then star, then variable name. So this is my variable name ptr, and data type defines which type of pointer you are creating. So I am creating here integer pointer, so it will be point to the integer variable. So this is my pointer variable. Then I will create a dynamic new memory using new operator. So ptr is equal to new int. So this is the creation of new memory for integer variable. So according to the memory size, it will create a memory for integer variable. So this is a use of new keyword to create a memory. And after that I'm putting star ptr is equal to 100. So star ptr refers to the value of that variable. So star ptr means the value of that integer variable. So we are not declaring any variable here. Integer variable is not declared. We are directly accessing through pointers. So star ptr means the value of that variable, and I'm storing the value 100 inside that star ptr. That means 100 is stored inside that integer. Then after that, I'm putting cout statement. I'm printing address of new memory. So how to print address? You just have to print this ptr because it is the address of that variable. Ptr is a pointer variable. It is storing address of that integer variable. So if I print ptr, it will print address of that memory. Then endl is attached. Again, I am putting a next cout statement, that is value at the memory is equal to star ptr. So in this statement, it will print address of that pointer, and it will print in this statement it will print value of that variable. And after that, endl is attached again. Now the third part is we have to delete that created memory. So to delete a memory, we have to use delete operator. So delete, and in front of that we have to put the pointer variable. So delete ptr. So it will delete that memory which is created using new operator. So at this statement, your memory is deleted, and I am just printing a message that is memory deleted. And finally, get ch is there, and program has ended. So now let us select all, copy this code, move to the compiler, create a new file. Here we are using Borland C++ compiler. How to use it or why Borland is used, that is given in the previous video, that is of practical number 1. So our code is ready here inside the compiler. You can directly copy or you can directly type it here like normal text editor. Now I'm going to debug and pressing on run. So if you see, the output is giving address of a new memory, that is new memory is created using new operator, and this is the address on your computer. Then value of the memory is printed. So two statements are printed here. First one is address and second one is value, and finally third statement is memory deleted. So all the statements are executed. Memory is created before this statement, address is printed, value is printed, and finally before this I have used delete operator to delete the memory, and this message is printed as memory deleted. So this completes your third question of exercise. Now let's move to the next question, that is under practical related questions. The question is, write a C++ program to access the global variable using scope resolution operator. So again we have to use scope resolution operator, which we have used in the first question of exercise, and here we are going to use a global variable also. So let us see how to develop this program, what we need to develop this program. So what is needed? First, we need a global variable. Second, we need a local variable. So we are going to use variables, and their location will be different. One variable will be global, other will be local. So let us move to the coding part and see how it is performed. So initially we have to include header files, that is iostream.h, then conio.h. Then instead of directly writing the main function, I am writing this statement, that is int num is equal to 100. So this is my variable num, and it is of integer data type. So int space num is equal to, I am assigning value as 100. This variable is declared outside the main function. So whatever is declared outside main function, that becomes a global. So this is my global variable. So after that I am starting main function. So this is the starting of main function, just is included. Then int num. So I am again declaring the same variable with the same name num, and it is inside the main function. So this becomes my local variable. So whatever is inside the function, that becomes local variable or local member of that function, and whatever declared outside the function, that becomes global to the program. So this num is local to main function, and this num is global to program. So again I am entering some message, that is enter a number to accept this num. So this is again a local num. So I am accepting the value inside num. Then I am printing both the values of that num variable. So Next statement is cout value of the number inside main is. So this will print the number which is inside main function, that is local variable, that is directly put in front of the cout statement as num. But if you want to access the global variable, you cannot just put num. So in the next statement I have written value of the number outside main function is. So in this cout statement I want to print this num value, but it is outside the main function because it is a global variable. To access global variable you cannot just directly put num here. So in that case you have to use scope resolution operator. So this is my again 2 times colon, so it becomes scope resolution operator and followed by num variable. So this num variable is of outside the main function, that is global variable. So in this place it will print 100 and in this place it will print whatever is entered by user. So again the statement is ended and get ch is there to hold the output screen and program is terminated. So again selecting all, then popping, going to C++ compiler, Borland C++, taking a new file, putting that code here, going to debug and pressing run to run this program. So after running it is printing enter the number because inside main we have put a message to enter a number. So I will put some message here, number here, I am putting 50 here. So you can see the output is different, that is it is printing 2 different values. Value of number inside main is 50, that is entered by me, and value of number outside main is 100, that is declared as a global variable. So this is a global number and this is a local number. So that's it, it is about your question. So we will move to the next question. Now the next question is format the following statement using manipulator. So again we have to use some manipulators to format the statement, and in question it is given that we have to print 3 values, rate, period and year, and their values are given. So it is similar to the second question of exercise, that is welcome to the world of C++ using manipulator. Let us see what we need to develop this program. Again we need some manipulators and your values will be printed as message. So we will move to the coding part directly. So in coding part we have done this, that is initially we have to use some header files, that is iostream.h, conio.h, and as we are using manipulators we have to use iomanip header file. So I am starting main function. Inside main function I am declaring all the 3 variables which are given in the question. So int rate is equal to the value is given, int period is equal to given value, and int year is equal to the given value. So these 3 values are stored into 3 integer variables. Then I am printing a simple message formatted statement, that is my simple message attached by /n. So it will be moving my cursor to the next line, so whatever is after this will move to the next line. Next I am putting cout and I am printing rate and putting colon. So this is my message part, so rate, this is the message. Then I am setting width as a 10. So we have already seen this set w function in the previous example, that is set w will set the character width to 10 to the message. Then I am putting set fill function and I am attaching 0, character 0. It is not a number 0, it is character 0 inside set fill as a parameter. And after that I am putting the value of, that is rate, variable rate. So whatever the rate value will be printed in here, but the total length of the string will be 10 characters, and inside that I will be filling all the strings, all the characters will be filled by 0, and after that I am attaching rate. So what it will do, it will attach 0 before that, and after that it will print these numbers, and the total width will be 10 characters. Second, I am repeating the steps. I am putting message as a period is equal to, then again putting same width, that is 10, then set fill. Here I am not putting any character, I am just putting blank space. So all the characters of 10 width will be filled with blank space, and after that I am attaching period. So inside that total 10 characters, the numbers will be of period and remaining will be blank space, and I am putting /n. You can also put endl here, which is working as a similar to /n. Then finally I am putting year value, again setting the same width, filling with the blank space and attaching year value, and finally attaching /n character. So it will move to the next line, and finally ending with getCH. This bracket completes the main function. Let us select all, copy it, go to my compiler, paste it here, then go to debug and run this program. After running, you can see the formatted statement is my simple message, that is first message, which is just printed. Then I am moving the cursor to the next line, and on that next line I am putting these different values, rate, colon. So if you see, the total width is attached as 10 characters, and in that the remaining characters are filled with 0. So first 4 are filled with 0, and the next 6 characters are filled with the actual number. Similar to the period, the first characters are filled with blank space, and the remaining 2 characters, that is filled with given number. Similar is printed in here. First are filled with blank space, and finally it is added as number. So this ends your second practical. We have covered all questions in your second practical, that is from exercise as well as practical related questions. Link for this all codes is available in the description. You can go to that link and see the codes as well as the output that are present there. You can see the screenshot also. But again I will say, don't just copy my codes. You first understand what is given or what is developed inside code. You understand the logic, you understand the concept, then try to develop those codes by yourself in your compiler, then try to run it. After compiling, you will get some errors, try to solve those errors, then only you will become a good programmer. So that's it for the video. So we will see in the next video, that is of the next practical.